Olá pessoal, this is Leo Rickley and we're gonna have a quick analysis of the song Everlasting God by Lincoln Brewster. We're gonna dissect the solo section of it. We're gonna find all the bends and vibratos and the theory behind it. So, this is the first section of the solo. The nice thing about it is that he uses the theme of the chorus to kind of mime the melody behind it. What do I mean by that? Well, he uses almost the same melody line from the chorus. It's similar, but not the same. It's nice to make a very soft transition between the solo. And the harmony, this harmony is behind it, making it backing up and reinforcing this part. But the best thing about it is the techniques that he uses. He uses slides and a little vibrato here. And on other octaves, of course. It gives a different taste. It gives a very melodic line and a very vocal line. You can vocalize those things. Na, 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 na. And when you vocalize, when you sing the notes, you don't go straight through the note. Na, 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 na. It goes with a little slide, a little glissando, if you can name it. That makes the notes and the transition between it more organic, much more interesting. Remember, we're in B major, so this is the theme in B major. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm gonna pick up this beautiful B 2 octaves up here. And I'm gonna make the best vibrato that I can. And a rake. Remember, noise is important here. It's nice to make some noises. The thing is, you're building up the solo, so you gotta create tension. You gotta create more emotion. So it's very notorious to go an octave higher and put a lot more expression in it, because we're building up for a climax. This is all a story that we're telling. You can see that he's resting on the tonic a lot of times. First time, tonic, tonic again. It's nice to see the build-up. He's going through root notes now because he wants to use other notes in the future. So we're leaving this peaceful thing. We're gonna go a little darker with different notes, with different tastes. Also, a very important factor here: change the pickup position. It changes a lot in terms of tone and the build-up intention. What I like to do is by some norm, not a norm, but some common thing that we like to do. It's to use the first position here, the bridge position on this area. And when I try to be more melodic, I like to go upper frets. I like to use the neck position. The sound gets more rounded and more, it gets a singing characteristic. It's very melodic, it's more soft. Now, this is the fast part. This is based on the B major pentatonic. I like to pick it all up. I like to pick all the notes because I'm a picker. So I like to pick it up. But I see that he uses some hammer-ons and pull-offs in this section, so you can do the way that you want. Something like that. So this is the most memorable part of the solo, the climax, the part that everyone remembers and everyone wants to play it. It's nice because you have a lot of hammer-ons and pull-offs. It creates a lot of movement in this part. And of course, we're playing in B. There's nothing very different here. It's just the notes and the theory behind it are not very complicated. The creative part here is the use of techniques, different techniques, to make the use of simple notes more interesting. It creates movement. It blossoms the solo. It blossoms the theme behind it. You create tension and resolution. Let's see what we're doing up close here, shall we? So this is the anchor, the B, that I use as a reference. This is the B. This is the reference that we're gonna use. So this is the second, this is the third, and this is the fourth. So he plays with the second, third, and fourth. But he uses the fifth up here on the B string as a pedal point. What do I mean by that? He always lands on it on the end of the doodly that he uses. You can see that? Always this note is always singing here. This is what it makes it interesting. You have a note reference here, the fifth one, which is an F sharp, I guess. Yeah, it's an F sharp. Okay. Then this part is very interesting too. That's a cluster chord. That's the 7, major 7, and the B, the root. You gotta play it in unison. It creates this nice tension here. We'll go back to E. That's kind of an E, suspended E without the major third. It's gonna be this one. This is gonna be the E major. And this E major is played through the solo. This is the harmony behind it. It goes to E. So this part, the harmony goes to E. So we're gonna replicate it on the solo, on this section. We're gonna play an E. This is the E and the second, because he uses the tonic and the fifth. Remember it? He uses as a theme for the E. He merges the E chord with this section, because he could be playing the E and the major from E and the tonic and the fifth, but he doesn't. He goes 1, 2, and 5, because he wants to replicate. He wants to make us remember of the theme that he used yesterday in the past. Okay, now this is the final section. Yeah, you gotta be very dramatic on it. You gotta pick up this note from the very depths of your fingerboard. By the way, we're in B major, and we're bending to a fifth here. This is my reference, the B here. This is the B. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I'm bending to 5. And I like to make those very aggressive rakes. Those palm muted sweeping things that we like to do to create noise. Remember, noise is important. That's why we play bass. Almost all of these notes are noises, but noise is very important. It creates it makes your notes more valuable when you play them. Don't have to play notes all the time. Noise is very nice and important. So bend it up to your fifth and come back diatonically. 5, 4, 3, 2, then 3, 4, then go 5 to 6, 6 to 7, and I like to go here. I like to go down here because I have more access. It's gonna be very very hard to go from here, from the B string. I like to go down to the E string. So what do? I bend from the fifth to the sixth. Sorry, 4 to the 5th. So this is my reference here, the B. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I'm gonna bend 4 to 5. Then gonna go back to 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5 to 6, then 6 to 7. This is gonna be the 6 again on the E string. 7 to E, 7 E, 7 to the root, and this is the root, but he doesn't land on the root. He likes to go up. The nice thing about music, it's not obeying the rules, but it's kind of going against, not going against it, but trying to go circle around them. You don't have to resolve on the root notes. You can resolve on the thirds or fourths or fifths. So this is a B major, and I'm improvising, I'm noodling some things. I landed on the third. It's a nice point of anchor here. It's a nice point of resting again. But this is the second. It doesn't rest. It's a stale note. It doesn't go anywhere. But it's nice because it creates some tension at this part because it's not a resting situation. So it seems like it doesn't end up here. So this adds the dramatic aspect of it. So I hope that you guys like it, and I see you in the future. Bye-bye.